All right, buckle up, my friends. We're about to embark on a whirlwind tour of Florence, Italy, a city so beautiful, so historic, it makes you want to burst into an impromptu opera. We're going to be hanging out, having some laughs, and exploring some of the most iconic spots in this magnificent city. And trust me, I've got some cracking jokes lined up that are funnier than a pigeon wearing a tiny beret. Get ready to chuckle your way through the Renaissance. First up, we're kicking things off with a classic, the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Now, I know what you're thinking, mate. You've lost it. That's not even in Florence. And you're absolutely right. It's a good hour's drive away. But let's be honest, everyone thinks it's in Florence, right? It's like saying you're going to see the Eiffel Tower and then rocking up in Disneyland Paris. Speaking of leaning, I tried to recreate that iconic leaning pose next to the tower. Let's just say it ended with me face planting into the grass and a very confused Italian couple asking if I needed an ambulance. It's harder than it looks, trust me. But all jokes aside, the Leaning Tower of Pisa is truly a sight to behold. This architectural wonder has been defying gravity for centuries, and it's a testament to human ingenuity. Or perhaps a slight miscalculation with the foundation. Either way, it's a must-see, even if it means a bit of a trek from Florence. Plus, think of all the delicious pasta you can eat on the road trip. Next up, we're diving headfirst into the world of art at the Uffizi Gallery. Now, I'll confess, I'm more of a stick figure on a fridge kind of art critic, but even I can appreciate the masterpieces housed in this iconic museum. We're talking Botticelli, Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci, the big hitters, the legends wandering through the halls of the Uffizi. You can't help but feel a sense of awe and wonder. Or maybe that's just the air conditioning. Either way, it's the perfect opportunity to unleash your inner art connoisseur, even if you can't tell a Monet from a Manet. Just remember the art of subtle nodding, a thoughtful interesting, and maybe throw in the use of light is simply divine for good measure. And if anyone asks you about your favorite piece, just point to the nearest sculpture and whisper, "Oh yes, the exquisite detail, the raw emotion to that. Truly breathtaking, they'll never suspect a thing." Now, let's stroll across the Ponte Vecchio, the only bridge in Florence that wasn't blown to smithereens during World War II. And thank goodness for that, because this charming bridge is home to the most delightful little shops selling everything from leather goods to, wait for it, jewelry. That's right, folks, if you're looking to drop some serious dough on a sparkly trinket for your significant other or yourself, no judgment here, then the Ponte Vecchio is the place to be. But be warned, the prices here are about as steep as the climb up to the Duomo. I'm talking about the kind of prices that make you question your life choices. Like, maybe I should have been an accountant instead of a comedian, but hey, at least you'll have a shiny new necklace to cry into as you check your bank balance. Next up, we're tackling the Florence Cathedral, also known as the Duomo. Now, this architectural masterpiece is absolutely stunning, a true testament to the ingenuity and craftsmanship of the Renaissance era. But let's be honest, the real challenge lies in climbing to the top of that massive dome. Forget the Stairmaster, folks, this is the ultimate leg workout. Be prepared to feel the burn as you ascend hundreds of narrow winding stairs. I'm talking about the kind of stairs that make you question your fitness level and the very meaning of life. By the time you reach the top, you'll be gasping for air, sweating like a sinner in church, and wondering if they have an elevator for the way down. But trust me, the panoramic views of Florence from the top are worth every bead of sweat and aching muscle. It's a sight that will take your breath away. Or maybe that's just the exhaustion. Last but not least, we're getting lost in the Boboli Gardens. Now, this sprawling park is the perfect place to escape the hustle and bustle of the city and pretend you're a character in a Renaissance painting. I'm talking about lounging by fountains, strolling through manicured gardens, and perhaps even composing a sonnet in honor of your beloved. Or, you could just take a nap under a tree. No judgment here. The Boboli Gardens are all about embracing the Italian art of la dolce far niente. The sweetness of doing nothing. And trust me, after a long day of sightseeing and cracking jokes, there's nothing more blissful than simply relaxing and soaking up the beauty of your surroundings. Well, there you have it, folks. My hilarious take on the top 5 spots in Florence. I hope you enjoyed this whirlwind tour of this magnificent city. If you did, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up, leave me a comment down below with your favorite spot, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more travel shenanigans. And remember, whether you're admiring art, climbing towers, or simply getting lost in a beautiful garden, Florence has something for everyone. So what are you waiting for? Book that trip, pack your bags, and get ready to experience the magic of Florence for yourself.